afternoon, namaskar. Everybody at the back?
Namaskar.
There we go. So first a big thank you to OMPEG, all the hard workers setting up the menus, the events, and Marush for the lovely food today. So for those of you who don't know me, for the new visitors here today, I'm from Tutum Home, Smart Security. So what is Tutum Home? Tutum means safe in Latin. And we are Europe's first smart home security and home automation service provider with no long-term contracts, a monthly fee from just $16.99 a month for smart security and a video doorbell service. We secure your home and protect your family with smart security systems run 24/7, 365. So how does it work? So the smart security system nowadays are called IoT devices, so Internet of Things. With motion sensors at the door contacts, when they're in the armed state, they will trigger the alarm. But when they're not in the armed state, they give you data information. So when that door opens, it can say door's open. Send you a notification to your phone. When the door's been left open for more than 2 minutes, it can send you another notification, door been left open. This is handy for kids. If you're upstairs, you want to know someone's gone out the back door, it'll send you a notification. So all these devices, they talk back to the security panel. And the security panel talks to the cloud. The cloud talks back to your phone. You can control everything from your phone, anywhere in the world. It's a modular system, which is handy because you can start with the basics. And as your family grows, your business grows, you can start adding more and more devices. So one of the panels we use, you can have 160 devices. That's more than you'd ever need. You can have Z-Wave devices. So this is for your home automation, control lights, power. You have your video doorbells. Somebody brings a doorbell, you can speak to them. You've got your security cameras, so you'll have one of these on your chair. So these cameras have firmware built in, so they can detect a person, animal, and vehicles. As soon as they detect someone, they send a notification to your phone. A new feature that's been added soon is cameras can talk to your lights. So if you had your lights in your house and you have a little module there, the camera detects somebody, sends you the clip, also turns your light on. So why use Tutum Home? So we're a customer solution provider, meeting the needs specified by you and your lifestyle. All our security systems are professionally installed to BS 8243. That's the standard for police response. Whether you have it or not, we install to that standard. Security engineers are security screened and vetted to BS 7858, carry a security badge, unlike some other security companies we know of. We're registered with the SSRB, which is a Security Systems Alarm Inspection Board. Every year they would inspect our jobs to make sure you do the right thing and everything works. We are police compliant and meet police requirements for Metropolitan Police in Sussex, Essex and Cheshire. And as I said, that's one of our promotions we've got going on now. Any security system you buy, you get this free security camera.
Namaskar, good evening everybody. Most of you know me with my first venture Nakshi. And there's a coincidence that 3 years back when I was in one of the OMPEG event, and Dhananjay Mungle sir was there as one of the guests, and that's where I started Nakshi. And I'm going to start another exciting venture. I'm going to probably announce this officially first time. And coincidentally, Dhananjay Mungle sir is there today as well. So there's a fantastic coincidence. Alright, so I'm going to because it is really challenge for me to complete whatever I want to say in 5 minutes. I will try and keep short, and I'll not speak in. I'll not cover all the detail. Probably you can talk to me during networking. But what I'm going to share today is some of the fantastic growth journey and growth space in India. Basically, growth happening in this space, which is fast food and quick service restaurants. So so basically, some of the people ask me, how come you started food venture and how you're starting food venture? So it is not a random thing. It is something happen for purpose, and you're destined to be there. So as few years back, I started one as I was working with one woman self-help group. You know, it is called Bachat Gat in Maharashtra, and I was trying to help them. You know, getting something, work for them and getting something in UK. In fact, some of the fashion designers from UK, on my recommendation, gave them some work of designing some, you know, handbags and. But they were struggling with all the design requirements and all that, and they basically requested me that they are good at making food items and, you know, spices and pickles and all that, and why can't I support them, you know, selling that in UK and all that. So that's where I started exploring. I contacted a lot of our OMPEG food entrepreneurs and how we can, you know, help them and get their products here and all that. But at the same time, I realized there's a fantastic consumption and demand in India itself. Why? I mean, before we, you know, start looking to UK and other global markets for food, why can't I do something for them in India itself when there's a huge domestic demand? And it's growing like anything in India. I mean, if you see, India is highly, the restaurant industry or food industry in India is highly unorganized. But in the recent years, a lot of, you know, organized restaurant chains are coming up, and they're growing at very rapid speed. There's the quick service restaurant is one of the, you know, winner emerged over the last few years. It is growing at the speed of 20 to 30% every year. And total, if you see the growth of quick service restaurants has outpaced other fine dining, casual dining, and other formats of restaurants. So I did some research to see what can I, you know, do for these women entrepreneurs, and, you know, I come from farming background. I come from a very humble family in Maharashtra, and I seen the troubles of farmers and people in rural areas. So I thought I should do something for these farmers, or, you know, these women self-help groups, and that's where I. So that's where I come up with this, you know, idea of doing something for them. And then when I studied this, the whole industry and space in India, I realized that, you know, there are a lot of problems in that space. I mean, why? I mean, when one side is there is a growth story, but the other side, 99% restaurants, fine dining restaurants gets closed. So there's a lot of failure ratio in restaurant space in India as well, and probably outside India as well. But still there are a lot of, you know, niche areas or gaps where you can focus on particular area and you can, you know, still succeed. So what we surveyed few restaurants, and we talked to a lot of, you know, restaurants in India, and we realized that, you know, because now meal times are reduced, like meal times are reduced by 70%. People don't have time more than 10 minutes to do their breakfast and more than 30 minutes for lunch and all that. So the grab and go kind of food is kind of need of our. And with the millennials in the 16 to 24 category, they really, you know, looking for those grab and go options and healthy options. So we come up with a company called Vega Food Tech Limited, and we employed 4 food technologists with collective experience of 50 years to do a recipe innovation and recipe development for us. And we are launching this soon. We have formed an Indian subsidiary called Satvik Food Tech Private Limited, and we are launching in Hyderabad on 15th August.
Hi everyone, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Amol Darpale, and the first of all, it's great to see you all here. I think this is a fantastic forum. Before I get on to my blurb, just a quick word of appreciation for OMPEG, because I met some really fantastic people. Dhananjay uncle, you know, we have Dilip uncle, my friends here. So yeah, it's really great to meet you all here. And I'm not here to have a sales pitch. I'm not going to deliver any sales pitch. There's no elevator pitch, so please don't worry about it. And for God's grace, I've got this amazing slot where people are usually put to sleep after like 8 or 10 different sessions. So let me not really jump more into the technical aspects of what we're doing. But just a quick introduction, it's me, Amol Darpale. I'm an IT professional. Traditionally, I come from management consulting background, turning into an entrepreneur now. Is my colleague Sudarshan Damle, who's sitting here. Sudarshan, if you could please wave your hands.
Hello.
He is my business partner, and again, he comes from data analytics. He's the head of data in Capgemini, focusing on Europe region. So we are basically people from consulting and tech background. We have another association, which is, so I'm a musician, I come from music background, I do film scoring. Sudarshan is a photographer. And like many of you here, we all come from, like a lot of people come from IT background, we want to do something different. Right? Everyone wants to get out of IT for some but well, more than that, I think we all want to really explore our passion, because what Sudarshan had decided is when we turn 50, we don't want to look back and regret thinking that, hey, this is really what we achieved, or is this what we really wanted to do? And no, the answer was no. So we kind of put ourselves on a journey of entrepreneurship, and then we thought, why don't we start a new venture? So I'll give you a quick brief about what we are doing and why we are doing it. So the name of our venture is Prime Class. The URL is primeclass.co. That's primeclass.co. We are live since yesterday, so we are training from today. So this is our first speaking opportunity. So really, I think you can check out the primeclass.co URL on your website. It speaks for itself. In a nutshell, we are an education company. We are a digital learning company. We love to collaborate and we love to create great content and bring it to all of you. We are not focusing on the aspects of technical training and the learning and what you learn in school. So we are focusing on something which we don't teach in schools. And what it means is, as a business, we are going after an opportunity where people are spending a lot of money and are not necessarily getting the value. And we are basically grab some market share there and add true value to our customers. So we have launched a masterclass platform. And essentially, these are masterclasses from a number of top industry experts or celebrities. We're focusing on 4 sectors to begin with. The first is health and fitness. The second is music. The third is photography. And we will very soon launch masterclasses in film and television subjects. We have partnered with a number of really top of the chart experts. For example, for health and fitness masterclass, we have partnered with Jitendra Choksi, who's the CEO of a company called Squats. Again, it was a startup, started 4 years ago, today they're 10 million. They have transformed 120,000 people in India in past 4 years using their specific transformation framework. Like people have reduced their weight right from 120 kgs to 65 kgs and 70 kgs. I'm one of the products that I've lost 10 kgs in past 2 months following my own methodology. Right? And it's not my methodology, it's the expert which I'm bringing in. My colleague and friend Sudarshan, he has lost 10 kgs and he's like a completely different person now. So this is a proven framework. Similarly for music, we're launching Rahul Deshpande, who's a celebrity, one of the top classical singers today. There are a lot of requests from people for how to teach music. This is something which nobody teaches in schools. There's no documentation, there's no knowledge sources available, and nobody tells these things. So these experts are opening up their secrets, and it's making it accessible for the mass market. So essentially, traditionally, it was a luxury of the millennials or the very rich people to really learn from some really good, best of the world's best teachers. But we are now packaging the content in an online form and make it accessible to the mass market, and that's the opportunity we are going after. So we are Prime Class. We want to bring great digital learning experience to all of you. So please check out our website.